Okay, everybody. Is everybody ready to meet Tate? Everybody excited? Come on, he's got to hear his louder than that. Get loud. Come on. Show him how much we love him. Yeah. Come on, one more time. Way loud. Uh-oh, he ain't coming.
Tate, Steven!
Come on. Louder! Louder! Come on! Can you go louder? I guess he can't hear yins. I don't know. What is up? Uh-oh! Here he comes! Here comes Tate. Everybody excited?
Get this going. How's everybody doing?
Talk. Say how's everybody, you know.
How's everybody doing? Oh.
It's just for me.
How's Tate?
I'm all right. I'm doing good. Doing good. Fighting a cold, but we're doing all right. First off, what's that?
Good to be in Missouri.
Yeah. Well, it is always good to be here. First off, for everybody who I know, Tracy works really hard. Bobby and them work really hard on the Facebook page, and guys, for me that's really big, and because I need all the help I can get. Obviously, I mean, we're really busy. I don't have time to do a lot of that stuff, so they do a great job with that. Everybody who's yes, and I know I'm gonna forget people's names and stuff like that, but listen, yeah, that's awesome. They do a great job. They kill it. The other thing with this is with the Facebook thing, and I don't think of you guys as fans so much. I think we're more friends, and because, you know, although I don't know much about you guys. You guys know a lot about me, which is fine. But just know that it is so appreciated what you guys do when you guys go out and you retweet stuff and you post pictures and all that, and all the things that you do. Just know that, you know, it means the world to me and everybody in our camp. You guys are the reason that we get to do this. So, you know, it's one of those things for us that we can't thank you enough. You guys keep the bus wheels rolling. You guys are the reason you buy tickets, you buy shirts, you buy CDs, you buy that stuff, and that's how we continue to do what we do. Okay? So, with that said, thank you so very much for everything you've done for me and my family. If I haven't got to meet you before, if you haven't been to a show before, and this will be your first show tonight, I hope you like it. We're going to play some new stuff. We have a lot of new music. We're going to play some new music and play some stuff off the first CD. And just, we're going to have fun. We'll be kind of laid back, and, you know, we have fun when we step off the bus. So hopefully you guys have as much fun as we do tonight. And then after the show, I'll be doing pictures and autographs and stuff like that after the show until everybody's gone. I'll be here until everyone leaves. So if you don't get something today right now, and you can stay to after the show, just know that I'll be there doing all of it until, you know, everybody has had something signed or had a picture or whatever. So with that said, y'all, yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys have.
Do you have any questions for Tate?
Okay, let's do this pretty. If you have a question, anything like that, raise your hand. Jeremy will call on you. Anything.
Speak loud. Anybody have any questions?
Oh. Am I going to have a concert in Kansas City sometime? September the 6th, I will be at Kearney Amphitheater. Okay? That's just north of Kansas City, about 40 minutes, I guess. I don't know exactly where the amphitheater is up there, but I know it's beautiful. It's a great venue, so we'll be up there. Try to come to Western Canada. I don't know how many people know this, but Joanna, she's from near Calgary, Canada. She flew down for this show today. So,
Lori from
Lori,
Virginia.
she's from Virginia here, and like I said, as an artist, and really just as a person, for people to I guess like me that much or like what I do that much, and please don't be offended when I say this, but that's really weird to me. No, and what I mean by that is because, you know, I mean, everybody loves George Strait, everybody loves Garth Brooks, you know, and I'm one of those fans, but I damn sure wouldn't have flown to Canada to see one of those guys. But like I said, it's because of you guys. That's why I get to do this. So
Because you're real. You're real.
thank you, and you know, I mean, I am who I am, and that's
why we like you.
so. Some other questions? Yeah, thank you.
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Anything? What's that?
Next CD.
The next CD. When's the next album coming out? Or I don't know that. We recorded 6 new tunes and getting ready to go record another one. But I don't know if there's an actual date. Like, I'm sure it'll be the end of the year, first of next year, 2015. But as we get songs done, I know on my website you can hear like 2 or 3 songs, I think, right? And you will be able to download all that on iTunes shortly. I'm sure as we kind of get more involved with the new stuff, we're going to start loading those to iTunes and all that. I have never considered a Christmas album. I would love to do a Christmas album. That's a lot of time and money, you know. I mean,
Down the road, maybe?
down the road, definitely. Oh yeah, down the road. Down the road, I would possibly even consider a gospel record, just because I love that old stuff. I love old traditional hymns, so we might even do something like that later on down the road. Any other questions?
How about a video?
A video. Yeah. Oh, hey, I got to tell you, the Power of a Love Song video that was on GAC.
Yes.
You guys voted it, and it stayed in the top 10.
That's right.
Listen, it stayed in the top 10 for like almost 3 months.
We voted 24/7.
So,
I kid you not.
Do you realize
So that's-
1 month or 1 week we missed first place by an hour? Is that right? An hour? We lost it the last hour.
well, again, it's because of you. It's because of you I get to do this, and things like that. That's what you guys. I mean, I can say thank you 100 times to each one of you, and it's still not going to be enough. Okay. So, so we are looking at shooting a video for Days Get Better. I don't know when that'll happen, but we are looking to shoot a video for Days Get Better. So hopefully that happens. You know, that's above my pay grade, as they say, when that stuff happens. But
Any other questions?
okay, reality television. I learned reality TV.
I'm trying to photobomb. Your manager tried to teach me that. Sorry.
Reality television. The only thing real on reality television are the people on it. Okay. I was very fortunate. I was old enough and dumb enough not to fall into their traps, I think, because a lot of the kids did, and unfortunately it hurt a lot of those kids. Okay. They wanted me to do a lot of things that I didn't do just because, well, you know, I'm kind of that person. You tell me to do something, and if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. So, so for me, I know they tried a lot. They tried to kind of make me say some things that I would have never said. Yeah, and to make me look one way or to make me do something that I would have never done. I would piss them off. And here's the thing, if you're ever on TV and you ever do any reality stuff or you ever get a chance to do it and they want you to say stuff and you don't want to say it, just start cussing. And then they just stop. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, it's terrible, but it's true. But my experience on the show was great. Never had done anything like that before, but I learned quickly how things went, and it's a game. And you know, there was a lot of times that I would look at a situation we were going into, and I could kind of read it out and see what they wanted before we got into that situation. I don't know how many people remember Vino from the show.
Yeah.
He's from Missouri. A good guy. Vino's a good dude. I will tell you, Vino fights a lot of demons. That guy had a lot of problems. He had a lot of drug issues. Still does. But he's a good guy. Vino was one of those ticking time bombs. And they knew it. And they could push his buttons. And I would tell him, we roomed together, and I said, Vino, stop. Don't let them get to you. They're just doing it for TV. Because you're giving them ratings. And that's all they need. They're going to push you and push you and push you. And you're going to blow up. They're going to get it all on film. It's going to be great. You know? And he just couldn't not fall in there. So, but overall my experience was great. I had a great time. It was a long time to be away from my family. I was there. I got to LA October the 7th. Yeah, October 7th. And I flew home December 21st.
Yeah.
So we got home at midnight on the 21st. And yeah, it was a long time. And I don't know how many people have ever been to LA. But if you've ever been there, you will probably hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. It's crazy. It's fast-paced. Things go real fast, and I'm not a fast person. But the overall experience was amazing. And then, obviously, it led me to be able to do what I love to do. And so, yeah, it's great.
If you see that, too much.
Well, he asked why other singers, when they come, they stay on the bus, or you never really see them until it's showtime or whatever. Okay, and on their behalf, a lot of them are tired. You get beat down because a lot of those guys, like last week, I flew. We were gone all week. Colt and I were out doing our radio tour. I'm out on a radio tour promoting my new single. We were out. The guys took the bus to Florida. You know, they left the day before, cruised on the bus, slept, nice, they were comfortable. We had been flying around. I was in 3 states in less than 5 hours. So we got to Florida. I was done. I was beat. But, you know, I went in, took a nap, kind of relaxed a little bit. We went out and did the show. I got back on the bus and went to sleep. I signed autographs after the show. I try to do that everywhere we go. Sometimes time does not permit for me to do that. So if you ever come to a show that's not my show, if I'm working with another artist or I'm opening a show for somebody, we only have a certain amount of time in between shows, you know, for them to tear the stage down and put the other next band on or whatever. If it's my show and I don't sign autographs, it either means I'm really sick or dead. Okay, I will stand there and do it until everybody's gone, or at least until everybody's had a picture or an autograph or whatever they wanted. Okay, and not because other artists sometimes they can't do that because they might have to leave. So in that situation, you know, there's all kinds of reasons they might not come off the bus. Another reason is there's a little bit of mystique about artists. You know, if you can't see them all the time, then that's kind of mysterious. And oh, there he is, or there they are. Oh my gosh, there they are right there. So I'm like I said, I'm not that person. You know, I'm just like you guys. I'm a normal guy, and I just have a really cool job. Well, thank you.
that the faith has not changed you? You're still a really down-to-earth type of person.
And I believe in that, and this might sound corny, I believe that growing up in the Midwest, we'll stretch the Midwest to, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Yeah, I mean, but Midwest people, I've found, are more grounded people. We're not as high-strung mostly. We are kind of laid back, and we work hard. You know what I mean? That's what we do. That's what Midwest values are to me. And I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. You might talk to somebody else who might have seen me at Walmart, doing something. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, he didn't even look at anybody or what. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I had a lady. I was at Price Chopper, my wife and and we were grocery shopping. And I wasn't paying attention because I don't most of the time. And a lady comes up and she was staring at me, and I got the look from my wife. So I kind of looked and smiled. She was like, "You know what? That's why we love you." And at first I was like, "Okay," because I'm buying hamburger at the store. It's good. It's good. All right. Hey, all right. Whatever. You're not vegan. That's perfect. Whatever. But she's like, "You're a real person. And I didn't understand. And I was like, "Oh, thank you. What the hell does that even mean? Where else are you going to buy groceries?" But I guess for certain people, they see, oh, well, you're on TV. You're some sort of celebrity kind of person, maybe. I don't know, but it doesn't. And my family and my friends keep me very grounded. The other day, I was at home, and yeah. Same day, actually, same day. Was that Tuesday? And my wife. I said something. I was tired or something, and she told me. She was like, "You have to, go let the dogs out," and blah blah blah, whatever. And I said something to the fact of being tired, and I was like, and the next morning we did the 106.5 radio show, and I was like, man, I gotta get up early tomorrow morning too, and it was getting late or whatever. And my wife is a lot cooler than I am. She looked right at me, the way she does, and like I'm stupid most times, but she looked at me and she kind of stopped and she looked at me, and then I kind of got it, like, oh yeah, sorry. She was like, really? You're gonna bitch about that, really? So yeah, my family keeps me very grounded. They won't let me. My son makes fun of me. I'm still not cool to my kids. Funny story, and I have a lot of them. But my daughter, soon after the show, I was picking my daughter up from school, and I remember some little girls standing by my daughter at school, and they were all giddy and giggly, and they were all excited, right? And they were waving. So now this is how dumb I am, right? I don't know. So I come up and I see my daughter give me the look, like. She opens the door, and I was like, hey. And here they come, right? There's like 3 or 4 of them. They come running up to the door, and they were like staring. So I'm looking for a Sharpie. Obviously they want my autograph, right? I'm kind of cool. No. And my daughter gets in, and she was like, Dad, Brittany, whoever, all the little girls' names. They just want to know if there's any way that you could get Harry Styles' autograph.
So put away the Sharpie.
Yeah, I was like, shut up, shut the door, get away from my car. No, it was, so, yeah, my kids don't even think I'm cool, so anyway, any other questions, anything else? Guys, I will say, real quick, fellas, Britney Spears. Hold on. She's like train smoke hot, like hotter than donut grease hot, in case you were wondering. She is so much prettier in person than she is on TV. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, anyway.
Can you turn around and do the Britney laugh? Or the grin? Remember how she grins?
No.
You did it on a video or an interview.
I did?
Yes.
I have no idea.
With Kirk and Chase, you did the Britney grin. Don't remember that? Yeah. I don't remember how it went, but you did it perfectly.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah,
I just know she's smoking hot. And
you said that.
she told me she loved me.
In fact, Pam Miller told me to inbox her that video so your wife could see it.
Oh, Brittany said when on my audition, she was, you know, they were talking to me and everything, and I don't remember all of it, but I remember she was like, she said something, and she was like, "I love you."
That's what it was. That's what it was.
And I was like, "Yeah, I know." So anyway, yes, ma'am. I know you. Did you raise your hand? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's part of the show. Yeah. It's all part of the show. Anything else?
Just
well, right before they shipped them back, right before they went to get cellophane and all that on them, there was a couple boxes full of them at Sony, so I had to go. And one day I was just signing.
So you signed every single one of them?
Yes.
That's a lot than what he does on the bus.
Yeah. A lot of times, yeah. And that's the other thing. Artists, we have when it's a radio show or you're doing other shows, sometimes they're like for this organization that helped put it on, or this, or they're like, can you sign these 15 pictures for these people? And they give me a list of names, so I pre-sign them in there. That way, they might not be able to stay around till after the show and things like that. So a lot of artists do that, and that's what they're doing on the bus, hanging out. But other than that, we just hang out and watch TV. I've been watching deer hunting all day. Yeah. How did it make me feel to see my name on the water tower? All right. Again. I mean, I'm just a normal person. I'm I might say that a lot, but it's true. I'm just like you. I mean, I do the same things that everyone else does. But so when that whole thing went down, I remember it was kind of funny because I'm standing there going, "Are you kidding?" That's a lot. Well, because I work for the city. For 9 years, and I remember I worked at the water department for 3.5 years. Excuse me, or 4 years, and so I knew how much it cost to paint the water tower. And so I'm thinking, wow, it's a lot of money, and I know they raised money and they had people gift money and things like that, but it's right. It's hard to explain, because I remember when I was a kid, we would go see my sister in Texas, and we'd drive through Oklahoma. And I was in high school, and I remember driving by. How many people have ever been to Moore, Oklahoma? Anybody Moore? You know where that is? You see their water tower? It says home of Toby Keith.
Yeah.
And if you drive down the road a little farther, you get to Yukon, Oklahoma. And on their big water tower, it says Mustang, something, blah, 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 home of Garth Brooks. So I always thought that was cool. And I thought, wow, if you get your name on the water tower, then you've really done some things, right? You've done some things. That's really cool. So, to have my name on that water tower, it's still very surreal. Everything, damn,
Are you still kind of soaking it up?
Yeah.
It's still that,
Yeah, but it is a constant reminder for me. And that the people of that community and the communities around Belton thought that much of me.
Well, that much.
To me, it's just a constant reminder not to suck. Really. I mean, there's a lot of pressure that goes with your name being on a water tower. there's a lot of pressure with those huge letters that spell out my name. So, although it's very cool and it's pretty awesome, it's still very. I don't even know the words, but yeah, it's awesome.
It's kind of fun when you're sitting in a restaurant or something and someone comes up and asks you the word and they want to know. That's really cool. So you didn't know that. People do look for it.
Yeah, I see people on Instagram all the time. Look what I just passed, and they have a picture of it, and it's pretty neat. But
Folks,
yep.
do the time constraints here. To sign and take pictures after the show. Okay? So we'll have a lot more time to take pictures, sign autographs. Tate will do all that for you. Okay?
And if you can't stay till after the show, it might be too late, or whatever. I know there's a few people that we want to kind of get here before we go back on the bus. But if you can't stay, please know that I wish you could see what I see. So, because it's the coolest, it truly is the coolest thing. And
Well, it's good for the Richfield 4th of July. Didn't bring you here.
yeah. Yeah, and like I said, guys, I thank you so very much, and keep doing what you're doing. You know, keep it up, because you guys are the nuts and bolts that keep the bus going, and you guys are the reason that I get to do this. So, like I said, I can't thank you enough, and hopefully you can stay around till after the show. And I'll sign whatever, and we'll take pictures and things like that. I know there's a few people that we have to do now because I know they cannot stay. So, but anyway, any other quick questions?
Maybe Tracy.
What's that now? Well, here I've lived in this area for a long, long time, and I hunt just not too far down the road. Okay, if they could put 50,000 people in Rich Hill, that would be a fit. That would be a feat, right? So I don't think there's going to be 50,000 people here. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. I think we'll have a good crowd. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys, because every time I walk up on the stage, I have the best time
It'll look like it on the video.
that I could have. So, yep. So anyway, thank you guys so very much.
Thanks, guys.
We're not going there. They're bringing it here. They're bringing it